Please like and subscribe. It helps support the channel and it don't cost nothing. Watch to the end, share with a friend.
What's up, Doc?
Trooper reporting for duty. Reporting for duty, Commander. Reporting for drop your weapon. I need a weapon.
Get hot ahead.
Reporting for duty, Commander.
Of course you are.
Drop your weapon.
You've got none. Not here, anyway. Happy Easter. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Kope, first sip in the morning. Before we get a little bit into the newspaper,
Awaiting orders, Commander.
which we do have here, actually. Newspaper. I wanted to finish up the series because it is Easter. And maybe it's just my mind reinforced my faith. I need God as my higher power. Can't handle weird other. I can look at this stuff, but you know. Well, so you know what? So I'm gonna look in this Holy Bible thing again. See? The Hebrews.
Standing by.
It says written by anonymous people and it has no credibility historically. But if you think of it as it is a form of history, it's just written different because of its different subject matter, which is God coming to talk to people and living amongst people. Reviving a new covenant. Sorry, Moses. We'll still keep your covenant. Except for the adultery and bear false witness and cheat, thief, steal. Now we'll keep your covenant, but we got a new covenant. Jesus. All right. No, I'm not here to be preachy. I'm here to be like the stories. These stories. Okay, now it's Easter, so it's a resurrection story. They go, empty tomb. They see him walking around. That's what you got. But he's walking around in a different way. So they discover the resurrection. What does it actually say? Because the four Gospels actually have four different. Can you believe it? I'll try not to be long. Whatever, though. So what we're going to do here is take a look. There's the little light, my little parrot light. There, arg. All right. The oldest book, Mark. What does it say? This is what it says. It goes burial, resurrection. Okay, we're just going to look at the little differences here. And just kind of get a feel of Easter, the real Easter. When the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene and Mary, mother of James, Salome, brought spices so that they may go to anoint him. Funeral preparation. And very early on, the first day of the week, Sunday, when the sun had risen, they went to the tomb. They had been saying to one another, "Who will roll away the stone for us from the entrance of the tomb?" When they looked up, they saw that the stone, which was very large, had already been rolled back. And they entered the tomb, and they saw a young man dressed in white robe sitting on the right side. And they were alarmed. But he said to them, "Do not be alarmed. You are looking for Jesus of Nazareth, who is crucified. He has been raised. He is not here. Look, there is a place they laid him. But go, tell his disciples and Peter that he is going ahead of you to Galilee, where you will see him, just as he told you." So they went out and fled from the tomb, for terror and amazement had seized them. They said nothing to anyone, for they were afraid. Now the usual mark just ends right there. It's like, oh, over with, that's it. And they got the other ending marks, which they figure they added from the other sources, I guess. I don't know. So they kind of, compiled back. They use Mark to write the other ones, and then they use parts of the other ones to write. I don't know. They're just filling this stuff out. The shorter ending, and then there's a longer ending. Jesus appears to Mary Magdalene, and then it goes, Jesus appears to two disciples. After this, he appeared in another form. The resurrected, glorified body appeared in another form to two of them as they were walking into the country. And they went back and told the rest, but they did not believe them. So this might have to be the, what is that? The Aramis? They're walking along and they don't recognize him. And this one says, he's in another form. All right. Now, if you look at these things, they kind of go like, they change. I mean, okay, here's the one guy in the white robe, right? They go into the tomb. Now this one's Luke. Luke, use the Force, Luke, or use the Holy Spirit or whatever. Here we go. Let me get this so I can read it. But on the first day of the week, which I figure is Sunday, early dawn, they came to the tomb, taking the spices they had prepared, found the stone rolled away from the tomb, but then they went in, they did not find the body. While they were perplexed about this, suddenly two men in dazzling clothes stood before them. The women were terrified and bowed their faces to the ground, but the men said to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here, he has risen. Remember how he told you while he was in Galilee that the Son of Man must be handed over to the sinners and be crucified, and on the third day rise again." And they remembered his words. And returning from the tomb, they told all of this to the 11 and to all the rest. Now it was Mary Magdalene, Joanna, Mary, the mother of James, and the other women who told this to the apostles, but these words seemed to them idle tale, and they did not believe them. Peter got up and ran to the tomb, stooping and looking. When he saw the linen clothes by themselves, he went home amazed at what had happened. That's the Luke version. Now, let's go to... This is all kind of, what? There's like two, and then there's one, and, okay. And then there's like, click, click, whatever that was. The Matthew one, which you figure is the really embellished one, because stop it, I don't know what's going on, it's clicking. I can't see it. Let's see what this, gosh. I'll get this down one day. Matthew. So the rejection of Jesus After the Sabbath, as the first day of the week was dawning, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to see the tomb. And suddenly there was a great earthquake. And after the earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven, came and rolled back the stone and sat on it. Do you like the earthquake? It's my toes. He sat on the big stone. His appearance was like lightning, his clothing white as snow. For fear of him, the guards shook and became like dead men. But the angel said to the woman, "Do not be afraid. I know that you are here looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here. He has been raised." And he said, "Come, see the place where he lay, and then go quickly and tell his disciples he had been raised from the dead. And indeed, he is going ahead of you to Galilee where you will see him. This is my message to you." So they left the tomb quickly with fear and great joy and ran to tell the disciples. Suddenly, Jesus met them and said, "Greetings." And they came to him and took a hold of his feet and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee. There they will see me." Now that be... Click, click! What is going on? There's always something exciting happening at Marcus XY. What? Oh, that's my other friend in Utah. So we got Matthew, Mark. Oh, we got one more, yeah? John. And John says, John, you figure, is like a little bit different from the others, kind of in a way, but it is, and then it's like, what? Okay, because there's, after this resurrection, there's like the appearances and stuff like that. All right. Oh. John, resurrection of Jesus. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and the other disciples, the one of whom Jesus loved, and said to them, "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have laid him. They stole the body snatcher." The two were running together, but the other disciple outran Peter and reached the tomb first. He bent down to looked in and saw the linen wrapping lying there. But he did not go in. Then Simon Peter came, following him, and went into the tomb. He saw the linen wrapping lying there, and the cloth that had been on Jesus' head, not laying with the linen wrappings, but rolled up in a place by itself. Got some details going on. You know, the face, the shroud of Turin, and the mask. When the other disciple who reached the tomb first also went in, he saw that he had believed. He saw and believed. For yet they did not understand the scripture that he must rise from the dead. Then the disciples returned to their homes. But then it's like, Jesus appears to Mary Magdalene. "Why are you weeping? Whom are you looking for?" And oh, don't touch. And then to say blah, blah, blah. So there it is. There is the 4 gospel resurrection stories, and the kind of some big, some like little nuances, right? Both the first day of the week, which they figured was Saturday, because Saturday was the Sabbath at sundown, and then so some. And here we go. Happy Easter. Think of it what you will. This is newspaper. Yeah, this is where we look at the newspaper. And I look at my phone. Oh, my friend Kyle. Hey Kyle, if you're watching. Press the like button and subscribe too, right? Yeah. I like the pictures he sends. They're kind of fun. Okay, so this is the newspaper for today. We might make short work of this. I don't know. Here is the headlines. Headlines are... Alright. Get enough. Thumbnails are getting cruddy. It says the new normal. So, as it is always going to be. Tough titty. Oh boy. The year of the pandemic, remote. Actually, they're talking about remote working. That might be cool. You know, might save like on gas, traffic, congestion, work related traffic, which is a lot of, you know, emissions if you think about it. What do you think about that? Okay. Numbers. Daily new cases out of Oahu, 72. New cases statewide, 112. Not too good, eh? Oh, jeez. 61 daily on the average over a week. 21% positivity rate. So, doesn't look too good as far as numbers. Now, America's on the verge of asset forfeiture. I don't know, asset forfeiture. Oh, God, that's probably very important. They're just trying to find ways to scoop up all your money. Because Papa government needs a new pair of shoes. Elect your politicians wisely. Back in the day. Okay, back in the day, 1970. Okay, during Chinese families, there was a Manoa Cemetery, the Chinese cemetery in Manoa Valley, marking the Qingming Memorial Season for the dead, paying homage to the departed loved ones, asking for their ancestors' blessings through fireworks and offerings of food. And so they're pouring, I guess, sake or beer or whatever on this guy Young's grave, and this guy brought a whole, I don't know, side of beef. Talk about offering of food. He's just like, he want major blessing. Maybe he didn't like the guy. I never did like you, Papa. You look like this side of beef when you die. You ugly, wrinkly. Yeah. Give it back to you. I owe you nothing. Variants set to outdraw the pandemic. Yes, that's true. As the pandemic, the regular COVID was going down, it was like the numbers are going down, the variants were spreading. And they got this thing, you know, the B117, the UK variant, it spreads like wildfire. It spreads wildfire, big time. It just goes fast. So the cases started going up. And then there's one they discovered in South Africa, the whatever it is, it's something else. It's like B135, B13551. Bingo! This one has a mutant. You'll love this, DNA fans. It has a mutant E484K. The scientists call it EEK. It has the EEK mutant because it gets around the body's immune system somehow. It does a little football fake and dodge move around the immune system. And the scientists are looking at EEK. Okay, yeah, no kidding. All right, so get your vaccines here. Keep wearing your mask, keep distancing. That's what I do. Wear the mask, keep distancing. Wait for the numbers to go down. Bystanders carry guilt over Floyd's death. It wasn't your fault. Stop watching the trial. Actually, watch the trial. I mean, make sure they do it right. Social distancing at the work. Oh, the right whales. They're rare and they're coming back. They're bringing births. There's more right whales in Georgia, and such as like the Gulf of Mexico. Yay, right whales! Because I think they might play a part in the apocalypse. I'm not sure. Oh my God! Somebody wanted basketball. Oh my God! Gotta dance. Act theater people. What do they know? Oh, by the way, watch Shakespeare on Sunday. I'm going to start editing that again. It's like, tourism. It's tourism surges, but will it suck? I mean, stick? I did that on purpose. Because I have no scruples when it comes to, and it's very interesting sea monsters in the depths of the ocean. And I don't know what else is in here. And major Sudoku time, and all the pollution, which they're doing protests in the 60s, and it's still major pollution. And it's like, I don't know what you're talking about, climate change. Eh? The stuff goes up in the air. Never mind. I think I missed something, which was in here. I was trying to make it quickie. Let's try. Oh, here we go. That's all right. Back in the day is over with. This is the big Q. Try not to get them confused. Do you support COVID-19 vaccinations opening up to age 16 years old and plus? As Kauai and Hawaii Islands will start on Monday. Do you support them for the young kids? 4% mixed pro and con, so don't ask me the answer. 24% no. Higher priority folks need to go first. 72% yes, vaccinate as many folks as possible. I'm in that crowd right now. Vax them all. What are you talking about? The only reason you'd slow down is wait for the next batch to arrive. Don't reuse needles. Political cartoon. I talk to the light. Don't worry about it, but in a few years it'll all be forgotten. The rolled back empty tomb. That's the empty tomb thing, the cards. I thought they were supposed to be like dead because they're afraid of the angel. It'll all be forgotten. It's 2,000 years later. Just one more generation, and the atheists will convince us that it never happened. Oh my God. What happened? It never happened. Don't worry about it. Shh. Now go to sleep. Here we go. Letters to the editor. Bully up. Here we go. Fasten your seatbelt. Allow vaccine to skip travel testing. The state should make an exception that allows all vaccinated people with a card proving they have been vaccinated to enter Hawaii without quarantining or having to take the COVID-19 test 72 hours before arriving here. Vaccinated people should be allowed to travel again with no travel-related restrictions. Instead, everyone, including vaccinated people, are told to hold off on traveling. There is a 10% chance that the vaccination will fail to protect the person from the virus, but are Governor David Ige and health officials waiting for the 100% herd immunity before relaxing the rules on entering Hawaii? Yes, 100% herd immunity or nothing. Hawaii's economy is very reliant on tourism and needs to reopen as soon as possible. It doesn't matter how you feel about tourism. It is the primary lifeblood for a healthy Hawaii economy. Stuart Shimazu Kamuki. Yep, they shouldn't have put all their eggs in one basket. They phased out the sugarcane stuff.
State, city, hoodwink the poor, the rest of us. Sickening, just sickening. First we have Democratic Governor David Ige cutting general assistance payments to the poorest of the poor, most of whom are disabled by 1/3, from the unlivable rate of $380 per month to even the more unlivable rate of only $260 per month. Then we have the cutting of 145 positions from the Department of Human Services, including 50 positions that help our neediest neighbors with assistance, with shelter and food and childcare. Not wanting to be outdone by Ige's cruelty to our people, Trumpite Mayor Rick Blogiardi is giving away millions of dollars to greedy developers just so that they can provide a fake, affordable rental, including only $2,360 plus per month for tiny studio. $2,519 for a 1-bedroom. And no surprise, almost $3,000 for a 2-bedroom unit. Why, in my townhouse complex in Hawaii, like Kahala, the rents for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath units are less than that. This may be good news to those who thought Democrats and the GOP would never agree on anything, but to anyone else, everyone else, we know that we have been hoodwinked and scammed. Joel Fisher, Wildlife.
Sorry about my Peter Lorre being totally mutilated. Woohoo! Attacking Asians is bad. Help start the congratulations to the help starters. We'll do one more. Gosh, sorry. I think this one needs to be looked at. Oduwa Bridge would blight neighborhood. Despite being panned by the vast majority of those attending 2 public hearings over the past 6 years, the State Department of Transportation is back yet again to push a bridge project between Oduwa Neighborhood Park and Waikiki down the throats of nearby residents. Cite article March 8th. To add insult to injury, the design of the DOT favors includes a 180-foot flood-lit tower anchoring a suspension bridge with a huge concrete footprint squatting on Oduwa Neighborhood Park. This design may fit in Bangkok. Parenthetical, where there exist similar bridges, and parenthetical, but it is starkly wrong for Honolulu. In view of overwhelming community opposition, I am moved to wonder where to push for this unwanted monstrosity comes from. With the Mauka neighborhood solidly opposed, I can only conclude that the tourism interests in Waikiki are behind this. Much to the wealthy owners at Park Lane tried to foist an unwanted playground upon the local people using Ala Moana Park. Progressive models of tourism support the community rather than extract from it. Foisting this monstrosity upon Mo'iliili is extractive. Kensentner McCully Mo'iliili. Okay, thank you, Kent. That was a marvelous what do you call proposal of this they're gonna make this a weird little suspension bridge going across the Alawai. I don't know, access across the Alawai. Yeah, sounds like a good idea, but apparently it's all for pro Waikiki, and but I don't know, you got that foistering going on. And I don't know, who's get the T-Rex Toenail Award here? I don't know. There's foistering and foistering monsters, or I don't know. I like this Joel Fisher one. Sickening! It's just sickening! Come on. He didn't even cite an article. Joel, you win the T-Rex Toenail Award. Happy Easter. You can use it to break Easter eggs. If you ever get it, but you don't get this. No, you don't. This ain't no Easter egg. This is the T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex toenail. And you just get to enjoy that you can see it and foister the wondering, or whatever the other guy said, that you've been acknowledged on the Mongoose Max newspaper show. TV. Anyways. You had a happy Easter. Sorry it was a little long, but you had to get a little bit of the resurrection, the real Easter. Now do whatever you want. What could go wrong, eh? Hang loose!
Hey, don't